you hear me perfectly? Prepare your attention, your eyes, your ears, and listen to me, because I will tell you a long story from ancient of West Java. Once upon a time, in West Java area, there was Pasir Batang Kingdom was led by a wise king named Prabu Tapa Agung. Prabu has 7 beautiful daughters. They are Purbalarang, Purbadewata, Purba Endah, Purba Kancana, Purba Manik, Purba Luih, and Purbasari. 5 among 7 princes was already married and became empress in other kingdom. Only Purbalarang and Purbasari was married yet, but Purbalarang already has a fiancé who's handsome and strong named Raden Indrajaya. Indrajaya was a son from royal minister. In the last few days, the king and the queen held a discussion to choose the next queen. Based on the common law, the eldest daughter is the heir, but Purbalarang is cunning and arrogant. Therefore, Prabu wants Purbasari to become the heir, because she was wise and kind. Eventually, after a long discussion, they decide Purbasari will become the next queen. Hearing the news, Purbalarang and Indrajaya became furious. Therefore, they planning to curse Purbasari with shaman help, whose name Nyi Ronde. In the next few days, suddenly Purbasari got the odd disease. Her whole body is very itchy and filled with black freckles. A few royal doctors trying to heal Purbasari, but no one success. Meanwhile, Purbalarang tried to provoke Prabu.
Father, maybe it's the consequence if we don't obey customary law. Our ancestors are furious and curse Purbasari. Perhaps soon our kingdom will get the curse too.
Eventually, Purbalarang success provoked Prabu to isolate Purbasari. With unwillingness, Prabu decided to isolate Purbasari inside the forest. The wise Purbasari accepted the resolution with sincerely. On the next day, Prabu ordered his governor who was named Wak Batara Lengser to accompany Purbasari to the forest and make her a home. The kind governor gave her advice and promised that he will often visit Purbasari. Since the time, Purbasari lives alone in the middle of forest. The kind Purbasari can make a lot of friends shortly. Her friends are animals who live around her house. One day, when Purbasari having fun with her friends, suddenly there was something was observed her. Evidently, it was a lutung, and the lutung approached Purbasari. What a surprise when Purbasari saw that lutung, who has a hideous face, stand in front of her.
Go away, lutung! Don't nigh me!
Don't be afraid, princess. I swear I won't disturb you. Who are you? Where are you come from? I am Guru Minda. I am son of Sunan Ambu from Kahyangan. Actually, I'm doing a mistake, princess. Because of that, they throw me away with this appearance, and eventually I lost in this forest. After knowing that, the Purbasari's heart becomes calm because fell in the same situation, it was thrown away in the forest. Eventually, they become a friends. Wherever Purbasari went, lutung was always with her. Since that, Purbasari mentioned the lutung, lutung kasarung, which is mean the lutung who gets lost. In the full moon, silently, Lutung Kasarung went to a silent place to meditate. In his meditate, he begged to Almighty God in order to cure Purbasari illness. After that, the ground around him suddenly transformed into a little lake. The water is very clear, cool, fragrant, and contains skin medicine that is very efficacious. Right after the sun rising, he immediately ran to Purbasari and asked her to take a bath in that lake. Not long after Purbasari bathing, her whole freckles suddenly disappear without leaving a single wound. Her skin comes back clear, fine, and became pretty like as before. Of course, she was very happy. Since then, Purbasari is getting happier and loves Lutung more and more. She prefers to live with the Lutung and the other animal in the forest than live in the palace. One day, Wak Batara Lengser came to the forest to meet Purbasari. What a surprise when he saw her illness was gone. Then he asked Purbasari to return to live in the palace. At first, Purbasari refused to return to the palace. But after being urged by the governor and persuaded by the Lutung Kasarung, she finally agreed on the condition that the Lutung must go with her. Arriving at the palace, they were greeted with joy by the entire royal family, except Purbalarang and Raden Indrajaya, because they felt their position was threatened. Realizing the situation, Purbalarang persuaded his father to hold a contest.
My goodness, father, I objected to Princess Purbasari being crowned queen. To be fair, it is better to hold a contest. The winner will receive the reins of the kingdom, while the loser will receive the law of beheading.
Prabu Tapa Agung, who was wise, granted his eldest daughter request. In the competition, Purbalarang challenged Purbasari to take part in two competitions, namely a cooking competition and a hair-laying competition. Purbasari was forced to accept the challenge because her father asked her to. On the appointed day, all the people of Pasir Batang has gathered in the palace courtyard to witness the contest. Now, can you guess the winner? Of course, Purbasari winning all of the competition. Seeing this, Purbalarang became embarrassed and felt devastated because she was again defeated by her sister. However, she was not at her wits' ends. Purbalarang again persuaded her father to hold another competition, namely the handsome competition for its prospective husband or fiancé.
If Purbasari is still able to beat me in this competition, then I will accept the defeated and be willing to be beheaded,
said Purbalarang in front of the audience. At first, Prabu Tapa Agung was hesitant to fulfill Purbalarang's wish because Purbasari did not yet have a fiancé, even if at the time she was betrothed to anyone in the country. Still no one was more handsome than Indrajaya. However, Purbasari was still willing to take part in the competition. The competition began. Proudly, Purbalarang returned to the arena while holding her fiancé's hand.
Oh, all the people of Pasir Batang witness the handsomeness and valor of my fiancé, Indrajaya. I am the one who will be the queen on this country because no one can beat the handsomeness of my fiancé.
The entire audience also admitted that Indrajaya was a handsome young man. Not a single young man in the land of Pasir Batang is more handsome. Can you guess again what happened? When Purbasari showed her future husband, actually Purbasari pulled Lutung Kasarung's hands into the competition arena. This is my future husband, shouted Purbasari proudly. Yes, this is my future husband, she exclaimed once again. Purbalarang and her fiancé laughed aloud at her sister's behavior.
Hey Purbasari, isn't there another potential husband who is uglier than the Lutung?
Hearing the ridicule, Lutung Kasarung became offended and angry. she didn't accept that Purbasari was looked down upon like that. So, with his supernatural powers, he immediately asked Good Almighty to turn his original form. Immediately, Lutung Kasarung turned into a very handsome and dashing Guru Minda. Everyone present was flabbergasted and fascinated by his good looks. Finally, Purbasari won the competition. Meanwhile, Purbalarang and her fiancé had to be beheaded for their defeat. However, Purbasari is a forgiving person. Purbasari doesn't punish her own sister. In fact, Purbasari still allowed her sister to stay in the palace with her. Finally, Princess Purbasari was crowned the queen of the Pasir Batang Kingdom. She is a wise queen so that all her people always live in prosperity and peace.